the debate is not about winning, it's not about losing or winning, it's about understanding the conflict. We have, for example, two sides have different opinions. They have lived for so long with different opinions, and it's hard for each of them to change the opinion on something, and that's why they don't talk to each other. But they should talk to each other, because after they talk to each other, they can understand each other. They can understand where this person coming from, instead of projecting that this person feel this way because of that, because of this. And to do that is, we don't we don't talk really about the conflict itself. First of all, we have to talk about the emotion that we felt. But it's difficult to, as a starter, you sit together and then you're saying something like, okay, let's talk about our emotion. It's not smooth that way. It's not how conversation works. But if you want to do that, you have to have rules in communication, where you try to listen and do the looping. This looping is, first of all, you hear what other person are saying, and then you process it, you summarize it. After you summarize it, you reaffirm whether what you summarize is correct or not. And then the person who first talking will confirm it, yes or no, or elaborate more on that. And when you do these things, it shows that you are really listening, you processing what they're saying, you care, and then you will try to understand. So this is the magic. After that, after you're doing it, the both sides do this more frequently, they felt like they have connection there. They can agree a few parts, even there is not force, even it's not the person is controlling the communication. It will flows beautifully, and it will not create such a big fighting when people shouting at each other, doesn't agree to that, doesn't agree to this. So to avoid that, we have to use this looping rules, looping methodology in talking about difficult conversations. First of all, you listen, you understand it, and try to summarize it. After you summarize it, you present what you have already summarized. This is to reaffirm whether you got it right or not. And then doing it, repeating over time. And next, I want to talk about the divorce. Okay, like what's make the difference between happy couples and unhappy couples. For unhappy couples, they are, one or the other person is trying to control other person. This is not gonna work. When you want to control, the other person will fight back. That's why it's not resulting in productive conversation, and it will causing the additional conflict to what you're talking about. At first, you're talking about this conflict, right? For example, you're not going back to home at the right time. You work too much, and then if you try to control it, try to push it, the other person, for example your wife, will fight back and add more conflict to it. For example, you don't throw the trash, you're not listening, you don't even texting your wife. It all the issues will risen up when you do that, and that person also thinks, oh, this guy is trying to control me, so it will be defensive. Okay, instead what you have to do is control yourself. The one parties and other parties have to control themselves, control and control the conflict, so it's not adding more conflict, and talk about it, talk using this looping. So when you do this kind of thing, you will be surprised, like how many things that is difficult to talk about becomes much easier, and you can work together to solve the problem. And there's also one thing about not controlling each other, but in control of ourselves, and then we can create a room or create a condition where two person are working on the same things to get the same goals. Thank you.